Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for returning to watch again. I am grateful. I welcome you all with love, with open arms. And everyone is welcome to listen to this, no matter where you're from, no matter who you are, what your religion is, or wherever we are from, whatever you do. You are welcome in this channel, and we welcome you and we cherish you all and love you all. Okay, you guys, so today the topic of the video today is a very interesting topic, and it's it's about the herb or the spiritual item that I'm going to talk about today. It's one of the oldest items that have been used in spirituality even before all of the religions. History suggests that it has been used, but in Islam especially, it has been used extensively in the Sufi tradition because it has been mentioned in the Quran, and I believe it has been it has been used by other religions as well for spiritual purposes, because it's a very powerful thing, and that is the red onion. So nobody knows really what gives the red onion all of this spiritual power, and no one seems to understand how it works. But it is just like something that is suitable for any kind of spiritual working. Like if you don't have anything to work with, the red onion will be there to save you. So the onion, just to give you a background about the Islamic relevance of the onions, and also the cultural reference for the onions. It is one of the vegetables that are mentioned in the Holy Quran, and that was when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, or God the Most High, mentioned it when the Israelites were going out of Egypt in the Exodus, and Sayyidina Musa alayhi salam, Moses, peace and blessing be upon him, the prophet, was taking them out of Egypt when when God helped him open the Red Sea, and all that story, you all know about it. So the onion was one of the things that were mentioned in the Quran, that in a way that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala was saying that he was generous and blessed the people of Israel and Moses and Aaron and the people of Israel with several items, and one of them is the onion. The onion is also very well documented in ancient Egyptian literature. Obviously, if you've listened to my channel, you know that I have a very mixed background. Morocco, France, Egypt, Sudan, and Saudi Arabia. So I have a lot of mixed like heritage amongst other countries, but I'm not gonna bore you. So in Egypt and in the Sudan, it's very well known because it's a tradition that's been carried out throughout the ages since ancient Egypt, where especially people in the northern part, or in lower Egypt, which is the north of the Sudan, and in Egypt itself, they eat it in the morning when when they wake up from sleep. They eat onions, or red onions specifically, an onion every day, and that makes them strong. It gives them strength, physical strength, and it helps them ward off disease. And this is actually a scientific fact. Onions are very good for that purpose. They've got a lot of compounds in them that help boost the immunity and boost the overall strength of the person. Spiritually, one of the main things we use it for is to heal people, which is after a lot of stress or an injury or an operation, or if someone has had something very traumatic happen to them, we prescribe onions to them, so they incorporate it into the diet, whether they eat it in the morning, in the evening, in the night, it's up to them. But they have to eat many onions. And I have tried that myself. Whenever I have been feeling poorly or tired, just generally tired, I eat more onions in my food, and it makes me a lot stronger, and it helps me, feel invigorated. And I use it with the Quran. So you can read any ayahs with the onion. So the onion, I would say, read Ayat al-Kursi or Qul huwallahu ahad and Ma'uzatain. Or if you are sick and you're eating onions, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم وإذا مرضت فهو يشفيني. This is one of the Sadaqallah al-Azim, one of the ayahs that are very well known in the Quran for healing. And also you can basically in the Quran just read ayahs that are you feel comfortable with. Okay, any ayah that mentions the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala after you seek refuge in the Most High God from the devil and the negativity that the devil can bring, and confusion and the illusions and the damage, then you can after that proceed to say A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, which is I seek refuge in God from the devil. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, by the name of the God, the most merciful, the most high. And then you read the eyes of the Quran. If you don't know any eyes of the Quran that connect to you, this just mention the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on it. Seek refuge from the devil and mention the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on the onion before you eat it. And just believe. It's important to believe, because the believing is the key to making any prayer, getting any answers for any prayers that you make. Okay, if you don't believe, then it will not come. It will not happen. If you do not have any firm belief in the thing that it will work, and you feel it deeply, and you just have faith that it will work, then it will probably not work. Okay, sometimes it does work, but it doesn't. Most of the time, it doesn't work when people don't believe. So you have to believe. But it works. The onion is extremely powerful. Another thing that you can do spiritually with onions is help develop any psychic gift that you have, or bring on ru'ya, which is visions in dreams. Okay, and if you're psychic and you have your alhamdulillah, like me, you have like your they say the third eye is open, or you are able to see the other world and to see things past, present, and future. Alhamdulillah, like we have. And many people are able to do that. I believe everyone is able to do that if they have the correct training. And I train people to be able to do this. And in the end, some of them, their power is very surprising. They have no idea about it. So I use a lot of onion or onion essential oil, or onions even, to help them develop that. And how do I do that? You get the onion essential oil, you can buy it online from Amazon, from eBay, from Etsy, wherever you want to buy it from. And then you take it and you just anoint it on the forehead, okay, and on the back of the head where the occipital lobe is, which is the lobe of the brain that has to do with vision, back of the head. And then that's what we do. And then we say to the person, pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to reveal things to you in ru'ya, in your dreams. Okay, and if I want to know something, if I want to have any revelation about something or any information about something, I sometimes personally use onions when I can't find the information in any other way. I use it to get ru'yas about the thing and understand the situation more, or get instructions on how to deal with the situation. This is a little bit advanced, but people can do it. Many of people are advanced and they can do it. I'm not the only person who's able to do this. But there's many other people who are Muslims, Christians, Jewish, any other religion, who are all have the gift of the sight from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, from the Most High God. and they can see things. So onions will help you see that. Even if you just eat them or you smell the smell before you sleep, you smell an onion, that's the smell of the onion is the main thing that makes that vision, you see that vision. Because in the Quran, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blessed the people of the Israelites when they were coming out in the Exodus, the onion was something that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made it grow for them from the ground so that they could eat on the way, okay, from Egypt to the other side. So when the ocean opened, it was a journey that was long. Obviously, it's a vast distance, and even when they reached their destination in Mount Sinai or where they went, they had this onions grow to help them, and it helped protect them and also give them a lot of insight for the people who had visions and sight from them. Now, the onion is also very protective. Okay, so it helps to defend you against anybody who is talking behind your back and not telling you the truth, not being honest with you. Okay, and even if someone is gossiping about you, whether or if someone wants to start something against you, like for example, if they want to start any magical working or any rumors or any like kind of dark workings against you, magical workings, the onions can protect you against that. And how you do that is you get an onion, you slice it into 4 pieces, and you get some salt with your hand and you pour it on top of the onion. Okay, put it on and then you turn the onion upside down. Okay, it's important. So you slice the onion like this, and then you pour the salt, you turn the onion upside down on the plate, and you put the plate on the left side of your bed. If you've listened to the channel before, the right side is where we receive, bi'iznillahi ta'ala, by the grace of God, and the left side is where we give, or we things leave us, negative things leave us. Okay, so put it by the left side of your bed. Some people put it on both sides. Some people put it on on just in anywhere in the room. It will still work, but the best place is on the left side of the bed. Leave it until it actually, you can do it for 3, 5 or 7 days depending on how you feel about the situation. It will absorb all of the negativity, and you pray on it. When you do it, you pray on it, you read the Quran on it, you read Ayatul Kursi on it. Okay, you read it 3 times, because Ayatul Kursi protects you from everything. Okay, physical, spiritual, emotional, whatever it is, it will protect you against anything negative. And then you take this onion and salt and you put them by you leave it for 3, 5 days. When it reaches the 3 days or 5 days or 7 days, you take it, you put it in a black plastic bag. A black plastic bag, not any other color, not white, not red, not brown, not orange, black. It has to be all black. Okay, as like the bin bags, and you tie it and you take it and you throw it out. You take it outside of your flat or outside of your home. Okay, just put it in the bins downstairs or put it somewhere. Okay, it has to be in a place where it will rot, so that whoever was talking against you, whoever was doing things against you, bi'iznillahi ta'ala, whatever they're attempting to hurt you with without your knowledge, which is zulm, which we call it, is like a transgression, or someone doing something to you, negative to you without any reason. Okay, they don't have any solid reason to do it to you. Or if someone is overdoing or being prejudiced against you or being hurtful in any way, okay, or being abusive in any way, you can still use it. You put the onion outside, you put it in a place where it will rot. Basically, if they're gonna collect the bins next day, don't put it in the bins downstairs. Put it on the western side of your home or your flat, inside this plastic bag. Leave it there for a few days, let it rot, and then after that take it and throw it out. Okay, you both make whatever this person is doing anywhere, okay, against you, whatever it is, okay, even if it's something connected to work, something connected to your relationship, something connected to your finances, something connected to anything, this will remove that negative energy, and it will make whoever is trying to hurt you or manipulate you pay for what they've done. And then after that, after it rots, you take it and throw it away in the bin. Just throw it outside of your residence, wherever you live, okay? It cannot stay where you reside. One important thing that I'm gonna say to you guys is that it's very important to know that you're on the right. Okay, so in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if you do anything to play with other people without reason, okay, and you know that you're wrong, the cost will be very high for you. So how I do it basically is I just pray on it generally. I say anyone who's trying to hurt me, manipulate me, talking behind my back, wants to hurt me in any way, physical, spiritual, emotional, or even any other way, if they are trying to do that, then I pray that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala let their life rot like this onion will rot, and let them get nothing out of this, and let them struggle because they have not done the right thing, okay? And then you let the onion rot, and that will basically go because you've been hurt without any valid reason, okay? You take the onion out, okay, after that, and you'll see how this will change things for you. You can repeat this a few times. If you don't see immediate changes, sometimes the energy is a bit tough. But from my experience, when I do it, it works the first time. But for other people, it can take a few times until their vibration or energy gets on the right level, until their iman or their faith comes on the right level for it to work, okay? Because it's connected to your brain. How you think will be how things will manifest, okay? And how things will come. Exactly how you pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, like I said before in my videos, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He gives us what we put out into the universe back, okay? If we think negatively about people, if we want to hurt people, if just for no reason we think negatively about them, it's okay to be critical and think about people not negatively, but in a constructively critical way and weigh things, that's fine. But if you just judge someone, okay, that's wrong. And that's where this onion will come in. It solved many of my clients' problems at work, wherever they've been in relationships, in other situations. It's helped people get out of really sticky situations, this onion, and it's actually prevented them from even hearing about it. It gets sorted out by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and then in the end they find out that the person that tried to hurt them has been destroyed by the Most High God and by that energy, because they were doing something wrong against the person. I will stress very, very much that you make sure that the person has hurt you wrongly, okay? If you don't know the names of the people or the places or whatever you want to pray with, just ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for generally to protect you against any kind of thing, slander, gossip, or any kind of physical, spiritual, or emotional harm that anyone is trying to do to you. Another thing we use onions for is to help people regain their fertility. So alhamdulillah, I've helped many people have children, and people get pregnant after long times of not being pregnant. And we usually give advice to people with tough cases. It's not our first line. We usually kind of build up. So we start with something simple. We see if it solves the problem, then we can go harder. If it doesn't, some people need the hard work straight away. So it will depend on what I see when I read the person and how far gone their case is. But with onions, what we would advise people for fertility purpose is to eat white onions, not red onions. Incorporate them into the diet. And if a couple has not been able to have babies for a long time, after eating these white onions for for a little while and praying on it to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give them a child, or to the Most High God, or to whatever you pray for if you're from another religion, or if you pray to, it will then get that result. Okay. It's very, very effective, and there is a secret there that no one has been able to decipher. But according to my spirit guides, it's an ancient remedy that is connected to our mother Eve, and it was something that she was doing when she was first came here and was having her first children. So it's a very powerful thing, the onion. The other thing that you can do with onion that is very, very good in a physical way is it helps in an extreme way with hair growth. So if you've got like a bald spot on your head, or your hair is not growing as fast as you want it to, or even your eyebrows or your actual hair on your head, you can cut an onion into a few pieces and then rub them on your scalp. Rub the onion on your scalp. Do it regularly. Do it like 3 times a week, every week, and then after couple of weeks, I would say 2 weeks, you'll notice new hair growth everywhere. Other people make it into a juice of onion, like they make onion juice. They put the onions and they grind them, okay, with their water that's in them, and then they add olive oil on top. And this is traditionally what we do in our family anyway, with the oil and the onion. And then you just put it on your head like a pomade or whatever and then you can wash your hair after that with your shampoo and shower, and it will bring you great results. Okay, it will reverse this balding process. It has this ability, and it's especially effective when you read the Quran with it. Okay, so find an ayah where it points towards regeneration or fertility, or even if you don't know any ayahs, just read قل هو الله أحد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم سورة قل هو الله أحد سورة الإخلاص صدق الله العظيم سورة الإخلاص, which is one of the last surahs of the Quran. You can also read al-Mu'awwidhatayn, قل هو الله أحد al-Mu'awwidhatayn. I basically always tell people to read Ayat al-Kursi, قل هو الله أحد al-Mu'awwidhatayn, because they're very powerful, and they get rid of all of the negativity, and they attract amazingly good things, okay, to the person. But if you're more educated about the Quran, you can find, or you search online, you can find ayahs that are pointing towards growth and fertility, and that will help you basically grow more hair, okay, and longer hair. And it kind of stifles white, your hair turning into white or you getting a lot of white hair. That will kind of stop it. It will halt it if you do this onion thing. You can mix it with cloves for this purpose. Cloves are very good for the hair as well. So onions and cloves, grind them together or make them into a juice, and then use that juice, store it in the fridge, and you can put a little bit of honey in it, which I find is very effective, and then use it for this purpose. Onions as well are very good at attracting money and prosperity and love as well, which if someone has a problem that is long-standing with regards to love, or with regards to money, for example, or any kind of problem where you're not getting enough money basically, and you're working but there's no money coming, or you're trying to date people or to see, to talk to people and stuff like that, but there's nobody coming into your life, you can use onions. And how you do that is you take the onion skins, okay, just the the skins that are dry on the outside. Every time you peel an onion, collect these skins, the red onion skins, and then every Saturday, at any time of the day on Saturday, burn these skins on your stove or where you cook your food. Okay, burn them. Okay, I always put them in like one of my pots, like that I cook food in. I put the onion skins in, and then I set them alight with a lighter or with some kind of other source of fire, and then you will find that once you do that for a Saturday or 2 Saturdays or 3, as long as you're working, as long as you're trying to get what you want, as long as you're searching, for example, when it comes to love, it will come to you very quickly. Read the Quran with it again. For money, I would say hold the onion skins in both your hands, face Al-Qibla, or where we pray towards Mecca, and then say A'udhu Billahi Minash Shaitanir Rajeem, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, seek refuge in God from the devil. Okay, so he doesn't play with the energy. A'udhu Billahi Minash Shaitanir Rajeem, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. And then read for money Surah Al-Waqi'ah. Okay, Al-Waqi'ah. Okay, you can read it 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. It depends on how much time you have, but 1 time is enough. And then after that, burn the onion skins and leave the outcome up to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. For love, you can read Ayat al-Kursi or Qul Huwallahu Ahad. There's equally good. Surah al-Fatiha as well is good. The first surah of the Quran, the first opening surah of the Quran is good because it talks about new beginnings, or it's the beginning of the Quran. You read it. Or if you're a Christian, you can read from the Bible any verses that are connected to that. It also works. And it's also very powerful. Or if you're from any other religion, I've seen people from all different religions benefit from this kind of thing. But for us Muslims, these ayahs of the Quran and these surahs are the best, and they bring extremely powerful results. Okay, as long as you're doing the work to get what you want, you will get it, you will get it, you will get it. Okay, and it happens in a way that is supernatural, so it will happen in a way that will surprise you. Okay, it will be beautiful, it will be amazing. Okay, it attracts a lot of good things when you burn these skins on a Saturday, and it also keeps negative influences away. Okay, whether they are physical, like people who pester you, people who want to take things from you, people who want to like waste your time, people who want to like mislead you in any way or manipulate you in any way. These skins, when you burn them on Saturday, will keep you safe from that, especially when you use it with the holy text that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has brought upon this earth. Okay, or if you're from any other religion, with your own texts that suit the purpose of it. Okay, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is fair. He from my experience, he doesn't discriminate. And Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam has said that even if people are from other religions or so on, it just depends on, people are born into religions, and they find themselves in religion, so there is no good in judging anyone, and not even judging yourself as a Muslim. Just relax, because there is a God that is most high, that is merciful, that is answering everyone, that is actively there, that is very close to us, closer than we even know about ourselves or feel, who will resolve your problem, okay, and bring you a solution. Okay, that is all I have for you guys tonight. I love you so much. Thank you very much for liking, sharing, and subscribing. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you with health, wealth, love, prosperity, and happiness beyond your wildest dreams. May everything that you want come to pass, and may you be protected from all and any harm. Okay, and may you get your heart's desires in whatever you attempt. Thank you so much, and I will see you guys in your next video. Be blessed always.